And today's question is, why do I feel anxious before I even hear the trigger noise? So you might start to feel anxious at the prospect of hearing the noise that bothers you. And this is what's known as anticipatory anxiety. And many people with misophonia do have it to some extent. And in fact, for some, the expectation of actually hearing the noise is even worse than when they actually hear it. And why does this happen? And I think the answer partly lies in the part of your brain that's responsible for survival. So if the mind thinks that something is important enough for you to survive, pay attention to, it will condition you to take action. And I talked recently about a well-known psychology experiment in a recent video about Pavlov's dogs. And this was an experiment where dogs were given food and their saliva production monitored. And the researchers just rang a bell just before the food was given at certain times. And after a short time, the dogs began to produce saliva just at the sound of the bell. And even then, just before the time the bell rang. So the dogs were conditioned to expect food. And in a very similar way, when you expect to hear something that your brain has been conditioned to believe is important or bad, a risk to your safety, for example, the trigger noise, you will experience the trigger emotion, which is basically fight or flight. And it's just your brain optimizing for maximum efficiency. So you know when to take the appropriate action, whether that's to eat, run and hide, or prepare for a challenge. So anticipatory anxiety, even though it is a right royal pain in the butt, it can be managed. Even though it is stubborn and there for your survival, it can be managed. And just message me and just let me know if you want to jump on a call to talk about how I might be able to help you. Thank you.